practice with our kids. He also does Bible studies with our staff. Not all our staff are Christians, so we're still also working to convert our staff. It's very, very difficult to find enough Christians to fill our staff needs. We are the only non-instrumental Church of Christ in Tanhai City. A city of Venice really has his work cut out for him. So our worship services are open to the public. We do have visitors to our worship services quite often. So when Dennis is not there on the property working with our children and our staff, he's out in the community door knocking, setting up Bible studies, encouraging people to come to worship services. Baptisms are, of course, the core initiative of our work. In 2020, we had 3 baptisms. In 2021, 6. And in 2022, 3 baptisms. And this last year, we were very, very blessed in 2024 to have 14 baptisms. I want you to understand that we're not just baptizing children so we can give you a bunch of numbers. That's not the point. We take a lot of time with these children. That's why I believe in 2024, we had so many baptisms. These kids had been with us for several years, Bible studies, worship services, learning, and they finally decided to make that decision. So we take a lot of time with these children to make sure that they fully understand the commitment that they're making. Baptisms are wonderful, but we're trying to build leaders in the church as well, especially in the Philippines. It's important to be building leaders. Many of the churches do not have elders or deacons or very good leadership, so we feel it's very, very important to be building up leaders. So our older boys are, of course, learning how to lead prayers during worship services and serving on the Lord's table on Sunday mornings. Some of our older boys are also learning to do song leading as well as prepare and deliver a message on Wednesday evenings. So we're very proud of these boys for taking on leadership roles in the church. Of course, our girls are equally important. My wife does a Bible study with our girls every Saturday morning to teach girls things that are important to them, how to pick a mate or the importance of picking the proper mate, the woman's role in the home and in the church. So she's teaching our young women all these things. And as I mentioned earlier, Brother Dennis also does a singing practice with our children every Saturday morning, practicing the ones we already know and learning some new ones as well. Our kids love to sing. They're very, very good at it. They pick up songs really fast. We're really proud of them. So when our kids are not in school, they have spring break, Christmas break, just like your children here in the U.S. as well. We keep them very, very busy. So we have all kinds of activities. They love sports, so we do sports competitions. We do crafting. They like to make a lot of things for their home. They make hot pad holders, rugs, and things for their home. We do variety shows for them. They get a chance to show off whatever talent they think they have. It's a really good opportunity for them to learn self-esteem and confidence. We often find that when they go back to school, their teachers are putting them in leadership roles because they become comfortable getting up in front of other people. We do team building games, scavenger hunts, all kinds of things for these kids to keep them very, very active when they're not in school. So as I mentioned earlier, this last year was our first Vacation Bible School. We're very happy that we have this new facility, that we can continue this each and every year. This year we're very excited because we have 9 adults from the Creekside Church of Christ in Greenville, Texas that are coming to help us with our Vacation Bible School 2025. We're excited, they're excited, the kids are excited, so that will happen the 1st of June, not soon after we get back to the Philippines. We also have our own sustainability program. Our kids are actively involved in this. They have, of course, a lot of chores in their home, helping with sweeping, mopping, washing dishes, learning to cook, all these things. But we also, they're assigned to chores in the garden, our gardens. We do a lot of vegetable gardening as well as fruit. You can see the photo on the right. Our boys are sifting our compost. We do all our own composting there on the property. So these are just some photos that I took of things that we've grown on the property. I did not steal any of these photos from the internet. They are actually taken on the property. We're very lucky that we're in a tropical climate, so we can grow fruits and vegetables year-round. We have a large variety of banana trees. We have pineapple, papaya, mango, all kinds of fruit trees. And of course, we get vegetables from our vegetable garden on a daily basis. We have been raising poultry for a number of years. The last few years we were raising geese, and we converted our 18 by 36 tent into a chicken coop, and now we're raising chickens in that tent. So we repurposed it. We'll eventually, right now we're raising chicken for meat, but eventually we'll also raise them for eggs. And our older boys are learning under the oversight of our staff how to manage the animals. So we're teaching them also how to do that. Reaching out has been a big part of our work ever since 2016. Even before we had a facility at all, we were already reaching out to the community. We reach out to impoverished villages. We find a group of people. We usually provide them with the meal. We provide the children with flip-flops or t-shirts, clothing, sometimes little toys. We also provide them with hygiene products. Sometimes we find children that have never even had a toothbrush. They don't even own a toothbrush. So we provide them with hygiene products. And then we also provide each and every family with a grocery pack that they can take home. We put Bible tracts in their grocery pack, and then Dennis follows up with them to see if he can set up Bible studies in the future after that. So we've been doing this for many years. In 2021, Super Typhoon Odette came through the Philippines. One of many typhoons that come through every single year. Is very close to our property. We did suffer some damage and flooding, but not too extensively. There is a squatter village just across the road from our facility, the same makeshift kind of homes that I showed you earlier. One of the homes collapsed and killed a man over there, but these people were struggling after the storm, so we put together a meal for them. We put together grocery packs for each and every family. If you look at the photo on the extreme left, that's our children handing them their grocery packs. So even though our children come from this exact same kind of poverty, that's the same kind of homes that they came from. We're teaching them with whatever little bit they have that they can help others in need and show God's love. We normally give a giveaway every year around Christmas, but this year we did it in February. We provided things for 7 families. You can see the home on the bottom right. This is one of the homes that they're living in. We provide them with clothes and toys for the children, things that we can no longer use when our bedding, our mattresses and pillows become deteriorated past our standards. We also give this away to these impoverished people. Even though these things are secondhand, they're used, they're very, very happy to have them because they're just struggling for basic necessities on a day-to-day basis. So how can you as an individual or a congregation help? We ask for $35 a month to sponsor a child. That's only $420 a year. It is a really, really small price to pay to bring a child out of poverty, teach them vocational or secular learning so that they can be successful in this life. But of course, the bottom line of everything we do is to teach them about God and hope that they develop that relationship with God and make that commitment so that they can have I say any amount because every little bit helps. Don't think that if you cannot support a child, sponsor a child, that your small donation will not help. Everything helps. It all adds up. We appreciate every single donation. We love monthly or quarterly support because then we know how much is coming in and can manage our money more effectively. We also accept stocks. We have a donor in Lebanon, Tennessee that has donated stocks that continues to make money for us. It's something nobody likes to talk about, but we're all leaving this earth one day. Perhaps you would like to leave a legacy donation in your will. We also have our own website. You can check that get a lot more information about our history, our programs and services. We have a Facebook page. We post quite frequently on Facebook, so if you want to keep up with what's happening quite frequently, you can check our Facebook page. You can also contact me by email at any time, but lucky for you, you don't need to remember any of this information because in the foyer, my wife has set up a display. There's some photos we'd love for you to take a few moments after the service this evening to look at, but also on that table are sign-up sheets. There's sign-up sheets for Save Asian Souls as well as Philippine Mission. You can sign up tonight to receive our monthly newsletter. You can also sign up to sponsor a girl or boy and girl for Philippine Mission or Save Asian Souls right on that sign-up sheet, but also on that table are brochures. So be sure to pick up a brochure because on the back of the brochure are all our contact information, phone numbers, emails, websites, all those kinds of things, so you can have that readily available to you when you get home and don't have to remember any of it. Like me, I can't remember any of that stuff. So we're very thankful for this evening, this time to share with you about these 2 mission efforts. We hope that you're encouraged by the work that's going on there, and hopefully you would like to be involved in it. If I can, I will field questions if anyone has any questions. Anyone have any questions about the work? we'd be happy to answer your questions. Yes, sir. So in the Philippines, it is taught in school. Most of our kids know 3 languages. So there's the Tagalog is the language around the national capital area. Anybody in the Philippines that doesn't know what the other one, they'll revert back to that so-called, it's not really the national language, but they will revert back to Tagalog. There's dialects all throughout the Philippines, hundreds if not thousands of dialects. You can cross the bridge and they will speak another dialect that you may not even understand. In fact, the other half of our island has a separate dialect that my wife doesn't even understand, and she's lived her whole life there. So in that case, they will revert back to the other language. But they also are taught English in school. Most Filipinos can understand some English. They are reluctant to speak it often because they're afraid they won't have the right grammar or something. So most of our children know 3 languages. Other questions? Yes, ma'am.
The initiatives towards the trafficking of the children that you guys house, is that primarily centered around just the girls, or do you have male victims as well?
So the work Save Asian Souls is only focused on girls. So it is actually it's more of a preventative method. Most of our girls have not been trafficked yet. We do have a few that were involved in that, but most of them, it's more of a preventative method to get them, to educate them before they get into that. It's very difficult to get them away from traffickers. Yes, sir.
Are there any Church of Christ congregations in your vicinity?
There are some, there's only one other Church of Christ in our city, and it is instrumental. Around in the island, there are other churches, but they're a distance away. Yes, sir.
Banking in other countries can be a difficult task. How is the money dispersed? Y'all have trouble with dispersing money to the different safe houses where it's needed, or is banking a tough issue?
So for Save Asian Souls, the money is sent mostly to individuals, and then they are dispersed from there. For us in the Philippines, it's not a problem. We have our bank account here. We just transfer funds directly to our bank account there. It's no problem. So we're all legal in the Philippines with our mission work. Everything is legal, both here in the U.S. as well as the Philippines. So there's nothing to work around there. Yes, sir. Correct. It is in some instances. Any other questions this evening? We'll be in the foyer after our service. We'll be happy to answer any other questions you may have or help you sign up to receive our newsletters or sponsor a child if you're so inclined to do that. We thank you for this time to be with you this evening.